Live from the Jump Television studio in sunny San Diego, California. Biz Brew, there's Rusty Nailz over there. I'm Sully. Hey, Camilo Galvis is CEO of Imperative Advisors. They also, these guys sustainably lift communities out of poverty in 5 years or less. We've talked about them before. They've got an interesting business model, and bringing communities out of poverty, an interesting sort of thing to talk about as we get to the beginning of the year. And he joins us here again on Biz Brew. Camilo, thanks for stopping by today. How are you, sir?
Sully and Russ, Happy New Year, and thank you so much for having me again.
Happy New Year. So can you just give us a 50,000-foot view again for our viewers who don't really understand how Imperative works?
Okay, so basically what we do is we bundle together social enterprises that can provide all the goods and services that a community is lacking, and in a specific chronological order, deploy these services while putting together a structure that allows the community to finance for the entire deployment of these services by themselves.
Okay, so at the end of the day here, you guys go in and you're really the catalyst, probably the way to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, if you look at what has been happening in the world of social enterprises in the past 8 years, the growth has been tremendous, and the most important thing is that approximately 40 to 50% of these social enterprises currently yield fantastic returns on their investments.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about that, because they are an investment banking company, and they talk about harnessing the power of open market economies, and they talk about free market economies. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get back from the break. So I'm going to talk to our good friends at the new television show starting here at U2 America, Warrior Summit Outdoors. Remember we talked to those cats?
Do I?
We'll talk to
them.
It is Biz Brew, U2 America, U2America.com. I'm Sully. That's Russ T. Nailz. You can follow us on Twitter at Sully on the Air. I got like 22,000 followers. Russ has got 16 followers. And all of our other sites, we got close to 40,000 followers. So see you in a minute.
What do you think the teacher's going to look?
Hey, what I want to know is, and by the way, if you want to go take a look at the website, you can go to imperativefund.com, imperativefund.com, and they have a business model that actually invests in communities, lifts them out of poverty in different parts of the country. By the way, Camilo, what parts of the world do you work in again?
So currently we are focused on Mexico. Mexico has a very large population, of which 50% of them live in poverty, and they have all the conditions to basically mobilize themselves to the next level of social development and environmental responsibility. So we're tackling that market first, and we expect to later then move on to other countries and regions.
Well, good stuff. And,
I love it over there.
And basically you guys take a mathematical model and a technology model and a sociology model, and then you eliminate poverty. At the same time, you generate a return on investment, don't you?
That's exactly correct. And then obviously we work with very high-level algorithms for investment to maximize the number of individual beneficiaries that we have, that is the number of people that we bring out of poverty, while also making sure that we are doing our investments under a framework that maximizes the return for investors.
One last question. Who are your investors? Do you go to pension funds and stuff like that to go raise your money?
Currently, we're working with a large investment bank and then with some private funds. However, we want to be able to move and create a framework that allows us to have small retail investors become part of the project as well.
Interesting. Thanks so much, Camilo. We're going to have you back. Interesting story.
No, they go in.
Raising money, making you money by taking people out of poverty.
Right, and look at the bitchin' coastline they have to work with there.
Exactly.
So
See,
Cancun,
I can see how you're thinking.
Playa del Carmen. Yeah, let's put up a couple high rises here, and then we can all, kind of work there, and this can come with the power plant.
Yeah, I can see how you're thinking here. This is the way it is Biz Brew, U2 America, U2America.com. I'm Sully. That's Russ T. Nailz.